Hello and welcome back. I'd like to focus on one of the posts we complained about as part of the legal case 3SA90091. This is part of Dr. Lewis's article, which he published in Posterous in November 2012 and moved to his main blog, The Quackometer, in April 2013. One of the things he wrote was, Steve and Angel are in dispute with the Steiner School in New Zealand. They claim their children were expelled because they were being bullied. I understand the school says it was because of the parents' behavior. Let's have a look at how Dr. Lewis uses the word claims in his other publications. A brief search on his site reveals that they are all in reference to dubious health practices. Essentially, he uses claims in the natural and ordinary meaning of the word, namely, stating something without providing evidence or proof. So by writing, they claim their children were expelled because they were being bullied, he's telling his readership we have no proof of what happened with the school, and so he encourages them to cast doubt on our story. Is this how he usually treats testimonials from families who attended Steiner schools? Let's have a look at a couple of examples. A tweet in which he says, "Stunning, sinister behavior reported about Norwich Steiner School upon receipt of a parent's concerns." This link is to a father's letter to the school community about how his family was treated. Dr. Lewis is unambiguous that this unevidenced letter should be believed. In fact, he refers to it as a report. Or part of this comment by Jan from one of his articles. When hundreds of thousands of dollars of school fees began disappearing, and I queried where it went, we were very quickly shunned as a family by the school community. I questioned where the funds went, then began a systematic and deliberate campaign to discredit me and my family. Did Dr. Lewis question Jan and demanded evidence for what she was saying? No, he accepted her story. But what about us? Did we have evidence to back up our own story? Yes, we did. And this is something that was recognized by others as being unique. Margaret Sachs, a Steiner critic, once told us when she discovered our online publications about the school, "There is nothing in your story that I have not heard many times before from parents of children at Steiner schools, except the specific detail of an axe being involved. The one big difference is that you have documented it so well." And John Stumbles, a parent happily at a Steiner school. "You're the only person who's produced evidence of bullying happening at any Steiner school during this discussion." So even before we'd achieved our landmark human rights settlement with the school, when Dr. Lewis first published his article about us, a thorough account of what had happened to our children was available online. So what we were saying wasn't a claim at all, since it was evidence and recognized as such by others. Says, from the quote, "I understand the school says it was because of the parents' behavior," is more neutral. But is Dr. Lewis neutral about Steiner schools? Hardly. Here's what he said publicly just after the trial. "My own research on Steiner suggests nothing should be taken at face value when looking at anthroposophical institutions." So we had evidence for our story, so it wasn't a claim, and he encourages his readership to believe the school's version of events, even though all his other publications on the subject state that these institutions are not to be trusted. How is the judge going to get him out of that one? By changing the definition of the word. If, for instance, the first defendant had italicized or underlined the word claim, then I consider that such might have implied doubt as to the claim or, in certain circumstances, the honesty of the claim. But he did not. So now, thanks to Judge Anthony Seys-Llewellyn, the word claim takes on its natural and ordinary meaning, the one that's in every dictionary out there, only if it's underlined or italicized. The things you have to do to perform the illusion of justice. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.